Hello and welcome to another plant video. Today I'm unboxing some plants that I had ordered online through a WhatsApp group and also an Instagram page, and I'm so excited to open this up. The package came early in the morning and it's been a couple of hours and I couldn't unbox it, and it almost feels criminal right now to let the plants be in this box, but I was super busy. So I'm going to unbox this right now, and these are in all true senses having at least one such rare plant, which can be called rare for sure, because it is like not one of the most common ones. So the thing with houseplants these days are that a lot of people have them now, but only a few plants still truly deserve to be called rare in those collections also. So one of these plants is as such that, and I don't remember if there is a third plant here as well. There are two for sure which I remember. It's been a while since I ordered these plants and they came too late, so a bit sad about that because it almost took 2 weeks to get these, but nevertheless they're here and let's open them up. Oh, before that I want to show something very interesting, which is this little twin flowers. So I got these flowers, and look at this Siamese flower. It looks like an owl. It's actually looking like an owl. It's a single plant with like a double stem. It's a twin, and I think it should totally go viral. Okay, let's get into the plants. Okay, so just gonna unbox it now. I've had such a rushed day, and last few rushed couple of days in fact, that I really want to have a nice relaxed moment with the plants today. I just don't want to have too much rush and anxiety with the house plants anymore, because I'm so tired of that, honestly. I want the house plants to help me relax rather than keep me tensed up all the time. So okay, let's also, there are two plants indeed. I was thinking if I order a third one, but there are two. And okay, so that's plant number one and that's plant number two. Okay, so let's start one by one. Okay, I know which is which. Let's do the most important one first. So I'm gonna go with this guy. I know which one it is because I took a peek, but let's maintain a bit, one more moment of surprise. Okay. Oh, here it is, and I already love it. It's a variegated Frydek, which is what the name is actually, Frydek. Frydeks are meant to be variegated, and I finally have my Alocasia, my Philodendron, and I love it. I love the, ooh, this is what I wanted, you know, this minty thing. This is exactly what I wanted this plant for, and look at this one. Oh my god. So when I removed it, I just, when I was unboxing it right now, just right away, I saw this leaf, and I'm like, this doesn't look variegated, but oh my god, the other leaves, they just make up for all the variegation. It looks like snow, and it's so soft and velvety. And this leaf here, this is something what I wanted. I've been seeing a lot of people have this minty variegated kind of Frydek, and I love this. And look at this leaf. That's, I think, like the biggest size of the leaf. Just also checking it for spider mites, which I think it maybe has some, like it has one or two of those spider mites I can see, which is not a surprise. I've just accepted spider mites in my life now, and I'm learning to be with them. But oh my god, this is just so pretty. I love it. Totally worth all the trouble. So that's Alocasia Frydek, the variegated Mycologiana, and I love the piece I have got. I will need to make space for it in my cabinet because that's where I want to keep it. And it is working on a new leaf. It is working on a new leaf, which is like, I don't think you'll be able to make it out, but I can see it here. inside that stem. And this is so pretty. I love it. I really wish I had the kind of environment at my home where I could have room level humidities which would work for these plants, and then I wouldn't have to keep them in the cabinet and I could just see these plants all day long. I mean, I can just keep looking at the leaves even right now. And it's a good thing it has 4 leaves. One is of course about to like go out. So typically alocasias mostly will give you 3 leaves at max, at least in this kind of a home setup. But yeah, I love it. I was almost feeling so bad about leaving the plants in this box until now, but they are doing pretty fine. It's doing so amazing. I really hope it continues to be this way with me and keeps pushing out these beautiful leaves. Oh my god, I just can't stop admiring. I've gone back again to seeing the leaves, even though I was just about to decide to move on to the second plant, which I will now. So let's get into this one now. Okay, so this plant is not like rare to that level of rare, to this level of rare, but to the Frydek, but in itself it's a rare philodendron, and I have cuttings of this plant now. They are not doing well at all. The plant never did good for me for some reason, and I really blame the quality of the plant I received, like from the seller itself. I think that's the reason why this plant didn't do well with me, because I did everything for it in terms of creating the right conditions and keeping it in the cabinet as well. I've been trying to now water propagate it. I chopped it off. I put a moss pole in it in between, but nothing worked. So I got a bit more mature version of it, and it looks pretty. I can see it already. Taking a sneak peek at me, and maybe you can guess by now. So here is my Philodendron Splendid, and I love it. I just love it. I finally got a big version of it. So Philodendron Splendid is a combination of 2 parent plants, which is Philodendron verrucosum and Philodendron melanochrysum. So if you can see the backs of this, is so much a trait of a Philodendron verrucosum. Love it, love these reddish backs and these orangish emergent leaves. I don't know if you can see, but there's this whole very warm tones to it, and the melanochrysum leaf shape with the velvety texture of both the parents. It's so nice, and this little pillowy bumpy texture, it's so nice to touch actually. So definitely worth recommending to having this plant in your collection. I just love this plant as well. It's got very nice, decent sized leaves. What I'm liking is how the leaves are upright. They're pretty straight, unlike some plants where the leaves are just drooping down. So this could actually do well on a moss pole right away, I believe. So maybe I can do that one of the days. I can add a moss pole to it. But for that, I will also, of course, just remove this taping to see how the condition of the base is right now. Or I can maybe at most add a little stake for support, because I don't think right now it's pushing out. Oh, it is pushing out a new leaf. So I just pulled out that little sheath, and here there is a new leaf. There's a new growth point it is working on. So maybe I'll of course let that leaf come out before I put anything into this, but let's remove the taping from both the plants. This is going to cause a bit of a mess. Let's start from the top. And think I've got more confidence in alocasias now after having the cabinet, because I really wouldn't go for a variegated alocasia at all otherwise. So in between, these became quite affordable, whereas in the start they were very expensive. So I was like having no plans of getting them, but now they are affordable, and I saw a lot of people buying them, but they were having a tough time with the plant too. So people started buying this plant after it became affordable, and then they couldn't really manage it, I feel, because it needs very special growing conditions which not every house may have. So as a plant expert, you may know, but your house may not have those conditions, right? But now I thought I have those conditions with the greenhouse cabinet, so I must try to get one of these, and I did. So I'm hoping it does well with me. So it's got good roots. You can already see. Currently it seems to be in like a cocoa peat kind of a thing, and I think I don't know if I should do it right away, but maybe I'm gonna put it in pond soon. But for now it can just be the way it is. I'll maybe add some moss ball on top because the roots are exposed quite a bit, and I think it needs repotting because the seller has just put it in like cocoa peat, which is like for easy foodering of the plant. Oh, and there is some bug in it, so I don't know if I should do something straight away. I didn't think about the fact that I may have to repot it or something, but it's got amazing roots, guys. It's got really nice roots. I don't know if I should be repotting it. So this isn't like that cocoa peat soil next to. So the plants are now ready to be put in the greenhouse cabinet, which means I'll need to make more space in the cabinet. So let's go and do that. So I am kind of out of space in my cabinet, but there is a scope. So maybe I'll have to split a plant up and bottom, maybe one on top and one at the bottom. I also at the same point want to show my other alocasia fried egg, which is Mycolodziana, the non-variegated one, which I've been growing from corm, and it's doing so well. So I thought it would be a good time to do a little update on it. So here's the newest leaf. Can you believe it? The whole plant is now so big. Like, we grew it from a corm and it had like the tiniest of the leaves earlier. Like, I remember it used to be the size of my nail, and then we had these kind of sizes on the leaves, and now I have like these bigger ones. This is so cool. So anyway, I will just figure out where I need to put the new plants. Also just going to put a bit of sphagnum moss to cover the root. I just want to cover it with some nice sphagnum moss. Okay, so that's where I'm keeping my fry deck. It's here in the center of the top shelf. It's got like the main spot here. I'll just figure about my string of hearts because the string is kind of falling on it, which I don't want, but it's looking great here, and would really want this leaf to start facing outwards a bit, so that would look great. And my splendid is here on the bottom shelf, but again like kind of a center spot only, so looking good here. I have taken out my Monstera Adansonii, which doesn't do well anywhere no matter what, so it's fine. And the look from here, from the side, that's my most favorite leaf. And this one is here. So that was it. Thank you so much for joining me in this unboxing, and thank you so much if you watched it till the end. Do like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you'd watch the next video as well. I just wanted to say one more closing note that every unboxing, it kind of gets very difficult. It's full of anxiety, so this one I wanted it to be very calm and pleasant for myself because I want to enjoy plants as much as possible, but with every unboxing there's some issue, like with my Philodendron verrucosum, which also I'll show. I just unboxed it in my last video, but it's doing fine right now. It's kind of gotten into the groove of things. It's this was the newest leaf, if you can see, which has perked up. It has straightened up completely, and it's trying to push out the new leaf soon, so it takes time. But things like these, like experience like this one, like I still don't know why I got this plant from the seller, why a quality check was not done. Like it looks like it was in a blender literally, right? So with every unboxing it's getting really difficult to enjoy the process, but I was very glad that today's unboxing was fine. At least like it didn't have damaged leaves as such, and the quality was good, and I'm hoping the plants do well. Yeah, and if you guys know of any good sellers from where you enjoy unboxing your plants from, buying your plants from, do let me know. I would love to try them, and I will see you next time. Bye.